Good morning, my dear friends. You've got gourd, you're hurting hippie. It is Thursday. That means almost Friday, and that's what I'm counting on. It's been a tough week, guys. It's been a tough week, and today's just a pondering about the day and about my health. It's an update. Quite a few of you asked. I know there's a couple of you that whenever I talk about my health, give me thumbs down. Can you give me a minute? If you don't like them, move on to the next one. But most of you, I want to know about your health, and you tell me in the comments. You tell me when you're going and getting new prescriptions. You tell me when you've gotten sick or when you've fallen down. As I share with you, we're all friends. And I'm out of subject, so please, people, if you want me to ponder on something, put it down. Put it down in the comments. I promise you, I'll research, I'll talk about it. It'll be opinion as usual. So, what's been happening? An update to my health. I, just like last year, I attacked my finances. I've told you guys this a lot. This year I said I'd attack my health. And the reason I had to specifically say it is I've gone the last couple of years where my doctors wanted to send me on tests, and I kept sort of saying, why? Why bother? Every doctor that you send me to, when he first sent me to check out once I switched to medical cannabis 3 years ago, almost four, he would send me to somebody about my shoulder. And the guy who checked out my shoulder said, hey, you've got arthritis building in there. I need to give you a cortisone shot. I told him I'm not into cortisone, not gonna do it, ain't gonna do it. Like George Bush and broccoli, just ain't gonna do it. And he said, well, then we're done. We're done. That's what I do here. So he referred you to the wrong person, so that ended that relationship. And then months later, when I talked to him about my shoulders, he says, yeah, but I sent you somebody, and they didn't send me anything because you quit going to him. Oh, come on. I didn't want his medicine, so that means I don't have arthritis. So I quit going. I realized I still need that history, the history of tests, the history of thoughts, the history of them saying, here's a medicine, me saying, no, thank you, and this is why. Need that history, and also need to know, am I getting worse? Are the original thoughts of arthritis and early on, they talked about spondylosis in C2 through 5. On my neck, spondylosis, so many things. And then fibromyalgia was diagnosed about. I probably had it all my life, but it was diagnosed about 8 years ago as a thought and confirmed by my doctor 3 or 4 years ago. So, this week and last week he has sent me on a bunch of tests, bunch of x-rays. Turns out my foot is good. My foot is good. Even though I'm getting pain, he says that's normal. Give it a year or so before the pain is totally gone. You're an old person. You broke your foot. But he says it's good. He says my hands are good, although they hurt like hell. So we've got more work to do there. There was blood in both excrements. That happens in my family a lot. Hemorrhoids and stuff like that, but there's further tests to go there. I'm not concerned in that area. There are two things that are new that he says very, very prominent. I have in my cervical C-spine, and this is the complete C-spine, is disc degenerative disease and arthritis completely covering the area. So why I say it's not a bad thing is because it confirms what I've been telling him and what he's kind of indicated is probably the case, but now it's on paper. It's confirmed. Yes, there's more steps to go. There's more thoughts to put around them. I'm going to hopefully see a therapist to develop some exercises because I want to start exercising. The spring is coming. So it's not the end of the world. It's nice to know things to get over that. Now I have to go for a stress test, but the only reason he wants to do a stress test on my heart is because my brother has had a couple of heart attacks recently. And but my brother is of a different body type. We have two body types in my family. There's my dad's type, and my sister and I have that, and we, we have a good system. Our bodies hurt, but our system is good. I smoked 35 years. I quit a decade ago, and yet I've had the stress test even 5 years ago and did really well. So I'm not too concerned about that. That's just the regular checkup thing. And the old colonoscopy. I'm going to have one of those. I'm going to have to just bite the bullet and let it happen and see what comes of it. So lesson, moral, whatever it is, follow your doctor's advice as much as you can until you think, ooh, that kind of contradicts what I think. Then talk it out. Find the right solution that works for you and your doctor. And if you aren't getting your doctor's help, get a new doctor. It's very important to have one you trust. I trust mine explicitly. I go see him again next week with my son so we can work on our own health. So my friends, peace and cheers, love and harmony. We'll talk soon.